Sasha slumped over her desk, an ache throbbing behind her eyes. She stared at the spreadsheet in front of her and felt a pang of emptiness. Despite having a safe job, every day felt like wading through glue, slow, suffocating, and with no sense of real accomplishment. She tried to pretend she was just having a bad week, but in her heart, she knew this restless feeling had haunted her for months.
At home, her friends and family kept asking if she'd found her passion yet. Each question felt like a dart hitting an already bruised target. She'd tried different hobbies, jumped between interests, and switched minor tasks around at work, yet nothing gave her that bolt of excitement she'd heard others talk about. Instead, she felt dull and anxious, as if the clock was ticking on her future.
One weekend, hoping for a spark of inspiration, Sasha visited her friend Leah. She found Leah humming in her bright kitchen, radiating an unmistakable glow of confidence. When Sasha asked about her new outlook on life, Leah handed her a copy of So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. "I used to feel exactly like you," Leah confessed, her eyes shining with understanding. "This book changed everything for me."
Intrigued and desperate, Sasha started reading that same evening. Cal Newport's words challenged the idea of simply following your passion, instead urging readers to build rare, valuable skills. At first, Sasha felt a surge of doubt. She'd spent years trying to uncover that one magical passion, but the more she read, the more she realized she might have been waiting in vain. Perhaps she needed to create her passion through excellence, not wait for it to strike like lightning.
The next day at work, she resolved to put the book's advice to the test. Her big chance came sooner than expected when her boss mentioned a new project that required advanced data analysis. Normally, Sasha would have avoided volunteering. Data wasn't exactly her passion. But remembering Newport's message, she raised her hand and took it on, heart pounding with both fear and a strange thrill.
As she dug into the project, Sasha felt the familiar pangs of doubt gnaw at her stomach. Data visualization software felt alien, and she worried she'd look incompetent. She stayed late at the office, her eyes burning from staring at graphs and charts. Some nights, she wanted to slam her laptop shut and run away. Yet, she kept pushing, clinging to the hope that building a skill, any skill, would yield something more meaningful than idle daydreams.
Before we continue Sasha's story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories.
After a few intense weeks, she presented her findings to the team. Her voice shook at first, but as she explained the data's deeper insights, she noticed heads nodding in the conference room. She concluded with a possible strategy for the company's next quarter, half expecting skeptical remarks. Instead, she got scattered applause. Her boss gave her an approving smile. Sasha felt a tingle of pride rush through her chest, something she hadn't felt at work in a long time.
Despite this little victory, doubts still lingered. On her drive home, she questioned whether she was forcing herself into a skill that she didn't truly love. But a line from the book kept replaying in her mind. Passion is often the result of mastery, not its cause. She took a deep breath, realizing she hadn't given herself enough time to truly master anything. Maybe she owed herself that chance.
Eager to improve, Sasha spent her lunch breaks watching YouTube tutorials on advanced data analytics. She subscribed to newsletters on market trends and devoured articles about business strategy. Her coworkers teased her for doing homework off the clock, but Sasha noticed that she was no longer dragging her feet to the office each morning. The harder she worked to refine her skill, the more she looked forward to seeing her progress.
Her personal life began to shift as well. In the past, she'd try random hobbies, painting, yoga, guitar, only to drop them after a few weeks because they never felt like the right fit. But now, she approached these pastimes with a different mindset. She stuck with photography, for instance, taking time to learn basic composition and lighting. She posted her evolving photos online, And every time she got better feedback, she felt a spark of satisfaction that fueled her to keep improving.
At work, Sasha's dedication caught the attention of her boss, who entrusted her with increasingly complex assignments. She sometimes wrestled with imposter syndrome, wondering if she was just fooling everyone, but the results didn't lie. Her reports were more thorough, her ideas more grounded in data. Colleagues began seeking her input, and even upper management noticed the quiet but powerful shift in her performance.
One afternoon, she was asked to co-lead a major project that would directly impact the company's bottom line. Standing in the meeting room filled with executives, Sasha took a deep breath. She remembered how she used to pray for a big passion to reveal itself, to give her life meaning. Now, she realized she was living that meaning, one skill at a time. The excitement and tension in the air felt exhilarating, and she felt truly alive.
Outside the office, the changes were even more personal. She no longer felt that gnawing emptiness at family gatherings. She talked about her work with genuine enthusiasm, surprising herself with how proud she sounded. And when she continued her photography, she saw real progress in her shots, enough that friends started asking her to photograph small events. These moments gave her a sense of purpose she had never experienced.
Over a handful of months, Sasha realized just how powerful the concept of career capital was. The more skills she developed, the more choices and freedom she gained. She found the courage to negotiate a more flexible schedule so she could dedicate time to both her growing responsibilities and her creative pursuits. Every new ability opened doors she hadn't even known existed.
A year later, she walked out of a performance review with a glowing recommendation and a promotion in hand. Her boss had praised her for her specialized expertise and how much value she brought to the team. Sasha felt a wave of emotion, a mix of pride, relief, and gratitude. She recalled the days she spent longing for that perfect job or that undeniable passion. Instead, she had built her path piece by piece, and it felt all the more rewarding.
That night, flipping through the well-worn pages of So Good They Can't Ignore You, Sasha marveled at how different her life had become. She hadn't stumbled onto passion by luck. She had forged it through determination and continuous learning. Her days felt brighter, her work felt meaningful, and she finally understood what it meant to feel so good at something that people truly couldn't ignore her anymore. And more importantly, so she couldn't ignore her own potential either.
If Sasha's journey from frustration to fulfillment resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Share in the comments if you've ever felt stuck like Sasha or found your own path through dedication and growth. We'd love to hear your story.